but we have these seasons where people are coming in with like the same thing, and no real explanation for it. Sometimes it's a matter of the weather changing, and so people are out and they're more active, but other times there's really no explanation. But what we've been seeing a ton of in the clinic is lateral elbow pain, or what we call lateral epicondylitis or epicondylitis, which indicates an inflammatory issue, which is a tendinopathy, where the muscles, in the case of Ben, the muscles that extend his wrist have a common attachment on what's called the lateral epicondyle of this upper part of the arm bone called the humerus. And so they all have a common attachment here, but what Ben is struggling with is some irritation of this big forearm muscle called the brachioradialis. One of the main purposes of the dry needling is to, and so you'll see those twitches as I'm coming across the muscle, performing a threading technique, which allows me to cover more surface area, essentially, reduces my risk of hitting any other important structures. But when we elicit that twitch response, the main thing it does is desensitizes those trigger points in the tissue, which trigger points are essentially hypersensitive areas that are pain generators. So the needle is able to desensitize to a certain degree that trigger point, which then decreases your pain, but also allows for better blood flow through the tissue, which allows for better oxygenation through the tissue, which ultimately creates healthier tissue. And so the twitch response indicates that we've located, can you wiggle fingers for me then, please? Good, just wiggling your fingers here, good, and nice and relaxed. So the twitch response just indicates we've located an active trigger point versus a more chronic, or what we call latent, trigger point. And I'll give you a few more twitches on Ben here. Doing all right, Ben? Good. And Ben is a trooper. So sometimes I'll go directly into the tissue instead of a threading technique, because as you can see here, we can get some really good, strong twitches.